Good morning, everyone. This is Beth Ricklefs. I'm a life insurance sales director with IAMS Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I'm really excited about this webinar today. We have Chris with BNI on the phone with us. When I was an agent, this is how I started my career. I was a scratch agent, and where I got the bulk of my business was by being a part of an organization called BNI. So I'm very thankful that Chris, that we could get him on the line today and tell you all the wonderful things about the network marketing that's possible with Business Network International. If you've been on our webinars before, you know that I have to go through a little bit of an IAMS commercial, and then I'll switch that over to Chris to tell you all the benefits of belonging to a BNI organization. So if you're brand new to us, we do offer a new producer program and incentive to get you to start writing business with us. We have multiple different levels of where you can cash out on that level. For example, if you did 100,000 of annuities, and that would be equivalent to 10,000 of target life insurance premium, we would offer a free 15-piece postcard mailing, iPad, $750 in cash. If you went out to the $500,000 level, obviously the prizes get bigger. You can cash out anytime in that first 6 months, but just an incentive once you've decided to get licensed with IAMS to get you going with submitting business with us. As ongoing producers, we have incentives as well. Our business isn't much different than yours, and that referrals are our best source of agents that we can work with. If there's somebody that you admire or feel like they are do a good job in their practice, we want to have them on board as well. So those that first contract is $50, and then you get a little bit of a trail on all of the business that they're writing, whether it's life, index annuities, single premium, or MIGA. And then we do want to encourage you to market. Obviously, the more marketing you do, the more business that you make, or more income you make, and the more income we make as well. So for every 200 of SBL, so single premium, every 200 or 100,000 of single premium SBL, we're going to offer 200 of marketing dollars. 10,000 of target and premium is 200 marketing dollars, and 100,000 of index universal index annuity is going to be $100 of marketing reimbursement. We have a tremendous amount of back office support all the way from the beginning when it comes to marketing and making sure that we're pre-screening cases, collecting the right information to get you the right quote. Our case management team on the annuity side and the life insurance side is the best I've ever worked with. We want to make sure that your business is getting through in a timely manner. Obviously, we don't get paid until you get paid. Our website's going to be a tremendous resource for you, and the forms at your fingertips on our website. We're going to help with life and annuity quotes, marketing, and case design as well. We use Assurance Bay for our contracting. As I mentioned just a minute ago, we have our website, which is your 24 access to us. Tons of tools on there. One of my favorite things on there under support is our sales resource library, which has a ton of information from sample documents to I'm sorry, my daughter keeps buzzing in on my phone, and so it's distracting me. Um, but that sales resource library has quoting engines, all kinds of things on there. We've got a term quote engine and GUL, forms online, and then we have all the product information that's on our website as well. I do have a webinar where I go through the use of our website, so if you ever want me to dig that out for you, I'm happy to do so. Since COVID has happened, the e-application process has really taken off, and that's how we prefer to do our life insurance business, is through e-application. So Firelight is going to be mostly annuities. iPipeline is what we're going to use for life insurance, and then Sunfire is what we're going to use for Medicare. Firelight, you do have to sign up for that. iPipeline, as long as you're registered on our website, you have access to that as well. Here's kind of a list of everything that you can see on Firelight with us. We do have a turnkey creative marketing team. One of the wonderful things that we do at IAMS with our creative marketing team and the talent that they have is that we do marketing analysis. I've worked at several IMOs, and a lot of them have lots of different marketing programs that say that they're going to make you a lot of money. And in some cases, that's true, but it's usually a cookie cutter process, and it doesn't work for everybody. And something that works for somebody in South Carolina and something that's going to work for somebody in New Jersey or rural Kansas are all going to be different things. So what you can do is you can work with one of your, either your life marketer or your annuity marketer, and go through a marketing analysis. And then we would be able to design with what we have with our lead vendors, and hopefully we'll be adding BNI as an option in there too, of different things that you can implement in your year to get you from point A to point B and grow your business. So don't forget to ask either your life or annuity marketer about that. We are full service when it comes to annuities, life, long-term care, disability, Medicare, and then of course wealth management too. And we go all across the board on IAMS wealth management. So if it's something that you think that you wanted to add into your business, we can definitely do that and help you with your series licensing and everything like that. Or maybe you're already managing money and you want to talk about different fee structures and things like that, and help just round out your business. We do life and annuity academies throughout the year. I'm going to guess that it's going to start off in April. They haven't officially named when our next annuity and life academy is going to be. That generally is going to be about 20 to 30 people that we invite out to come. Sometimes it's held in our home office. We've had it in Des Moines. We've had it in Chicago. We've had different vendors that go ahead and sponsor that, but that's a tremendous opportunity to expand your knowledge in life and annuities. And I think one of the better things is that you're able to talk with other agents that are trying to build their business too, and gain expertise from that as well. So be on the lookout for that, and make sure that you're asking your directors on the life and the annuity side about that. We do a trip every year. Right now we're working on the Seaside Sanctuary. That is an 18-month qualifier, so we do that a little bit different than other IMOs, as we give you a little bit extra time to qualify for those events. And then it's always a good idea to go ahead and follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn. We usually always post these recordings of the webinars after the fact. So if you're wanting to review them again, this is a great place to find them. If you have any questions about that, let me know. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to Chris, and we will go from there.
Perfect. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check. Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you again, Beth, for having us today. BNI is extremely excited to partner with IAMS as a strategic partner. Real briefly, by way of introduction, my name is Chris Hill. I am actually the strategic alliance coordinator for the BNI global support team. My past life, I was also a BNI member for 13 years, so I'm extremely passionate about BNI and what it helped me do for my career and for my business. I am in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I live here with my fiance and our children. Um, so why did IAMS decide to partner with BNI, and why did BNI decide to partner with IAMS? Well, the way I'm looking at it, it is a win-win-win relationship. IAMS in a whole wins because people that partner with them, they help them have successful business. And of course, successful business owners are happy. BNI wins because we know that we're finding members that fit our business model extremely well. I'm not sure who on the call is familiar with BNI, but anybody who's been in a group before knows that financial, insurance, real estate, and mortgages are the most profitable and the most sought after seats within BNI. They were the same thing 15 years ago when I was a member. Uh, you as an agent win because you're getting quicker sales and you're getting an extremely lucrative ROI on your marketing investment, not just your dollars, but your time as well. In 2023, just something that so we track everything real time. There's an internal CRM that we use now that we did not have when I was a member. So it allows you to log the revenue which you're making through your particular BNI chapter, and this also allows us to track it so we can look at life insurance, life and disability agents throughout the U.S. and see exactly what their ROI is. The exact number on this is actually 20,462. That is a rolling 12 months. What we are seeing is that is trending upwards. And sorry about that. So why does BNI, why has it worked so well for the past 39 years for life insurance agents? Well, it's because, one of the big things that I learned through my group is I was dealing with a lot of local small business owners who are connected with the community. They taught me how to effectively, as I always say, ask for the right types of referrals, and not just, of course, I always love this analogy, the golden goose versus the golden egg, not just the golden egg, because the golden eggs are fantastic. And they're going to pay your bills in a very short-term manner. But you guys already know a lot of other insurance agents, realtors and things like that. But what would it, I always say, what would it do or how would it benefit you if you were able to connect to other business professionals, such as, you know, the gentleman who owns the roofing company, the local realtor who's the broker in charge, other local business owners who have employees, but not just that, have a breadth of 200 to 400 customers behind them, which you want to know. So obviously, if you're looking at a group of say 25 people, well, there's 400 people behind each one of those people. How is that particular golden goose going to become your de facto sales team? When it comes to referrals, most business owners, here's what I've always found. And the same thing with me is 31 plus years as a business owner and in sales, that sales professionals focus on asking their clients for referral. There's never a referral marketing strategy. And as all of us know, our referral marketing is the most effective and efficient way to gain clients. Well, I tell people all the time, I mean, of course you would ask your existing clients for referrals, and you should do that every single time. However, that's not necessarily a strategy. What I encourage people is you need to create, whether it's this or something, you need to create a referral marketing plan. How are you going to stay in front of those referral sources that are effective for you? And of course, don't just give your business card out one time and expect them to send every single client away. You've got to stay in front of them I've always found that, visibility is going to build credibility, which is going to ultimately lead to your profitability. What is BNI? If you're not familiar with it, it's funny. I always say we're the best kept marketing secret because we've been in business 39 years and our members love us, but a lot of people have heard of us, but not really sure what we're due. We are a membership-based organization, and what that means to you is we've got 11,000 chapters over 78 countries. There is only going to be one life insurance person in each chapter. So there is going to be no competition, meaning all referrals that are going to be coming through that group are going to be coming through you. Prefer a proven marketing system. Obviously, after 39 years, it's always evolving. It's a lead generation system. As I always say, it's long-term relationship building because again, visibility leads to credibility, and our biggest thing is we are about accountability as well within our organization. Um, there is a time commitment. I do like to tell people it is a weekly meeting of 90 minutes, and honestly, that is why it works. We've tried less frequency. We found that it tends to be a lot less effective. There is a little bit of a financial commitment. Like I said, it is still a very high ROI. I say a lot, 12 to 1500 per year, depending on your meeting location. That number's probably a little bit high. I'm in a major market in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it's right at about 1200. Um, so again, you're still getting about a 20 to 1 ROI off the money that you spend. I would also, the biggest thing that I find is people, if they are the business owner, they need to be prepared to grow their business. Maybe hire an admin staff, hire other agents. If you own the agency, BNI is a great way to help you do that. And obviously, your chapters are also great to help you do that as well. At the end of the day, in a nutshell, we're a lead generation system, and it is a system. So it's something that's simply easy to implement and it's extremely easy to duplicate. I will ask that, one thing with us, if you do commit to applying for membership in BNI, that you do plan for long-term relationship building. One thing I always say with us is we're not get rich quick, it is get rich slow. So you will be developing relationships within your chapter to obviously scale your business. We are much more about farming than we are hunting. So if you're interested, even if you're interested right now about just finding out more, have any questions, um, please feel free to scan the QR code. I set this up. It's very simple. You're simply just going to um, enter your name, number, email, and a couple of preferred zip codes in your territory. At that point, I will reach out to you. I'm just going to answer any questions that you may have, help you look for local chapters. Should you be looking, and if timing is not right now, that's completely fine. It may be 6 months from now, but I'm here as a resource to help you find the right fit within your market. At this point, just a few facts about us that I list here. We are at 318,000 members and counting around the world, and especially quite a few, as I said, within the insurance industry, as it is one of the more popular sought-after seats. If you remember, I did mention a little bit earlier that life insurance agent have an average of right at $20,000 of average revenue through BNI. I'm guessing everybody on this call views themselves as better than average. And as well, something I will put up here, and I realize I need to change my QR code out. One of the benefits we offer you, this is no charge. We do a monthly call called a Business Booster Series. These are not BNI sales pitches. They are simply calls hosted by local business owners. Some are BNI members, some are not, but they're talking about topics that affect small business and local sales professionals. We do have some other trainings, which I can obviously send out to you as well. One that I love is the second lie down. We put it on every year. Again, no charge. It is called the Build Your Bottom Line Workshop Series. It is about credibility and profitability. It is a 4-week series, which is 90 minutes a week via Zoom. We set up a whole workbook format. It's a lot of interaction with other small business owners. If you can't happen to make a week, we do actually record those. And again, I'll leave this up here for just a minute. So if anybody is interested, again, don't, just enter your information. I'll reach out. You tell me when you're looking to visit a chapter. I always recommend, if anything, just visit a chapter. That's the easiest way to see what it's all about. And usually I'm trying to find you 2 to 3 chapters in your market, so you can visit 2 to 3 and figure out if is it a good fit for your business. And in closing, today's present preparation determines tomorrow's achievement. I love that saying, so I traditionally always end with that. But I will open it up for Q&A if anybody has any questions, or I can go back to the QR code if anybody wants another minute to enter information, and or just ask questions now, whichever you prefer.
So you guys can type in questions and I can read them out to Chris, but there was one comment, and I think it's really important, is that BNI is definitely a relationship business, and there are definitely weekly meetings.
Yeah.
But one of the best things is that it's always encouraged to do one-on-one meetings with the members of your group and get to know them better and have a good relationship. And to this day, I've been out of BNI because now that I'm back in life marketing, I don't have a reason to do it. But I mean, those are some of my best friends that I have. I keep in contact with all of those, and that's about building relationships with those people so that they trust you and you've got good reason to be giving referrals out to them.
Absolutely. I still communicate with my fellow members from 13 years ago, and it is lifelong relationships. That's exactly the point. It is committing to building those long-term relationships. And if you do that in time, it will become your best referral source, 100%. But it does take time, and it does take energy. Echoing what you said, the most effective thing is doing the one-to-ones outside the chapter, one a week, so you really truly get to understand who they know and who you know, and not just that, like understanding their business on an intricate level.
I'll give a quick example. When I had my own business, there was a physical therapist that was in my organization or whatever, and she was explaining to me how she helps people with vertigo, and that a lot of times vertigo has something to do with a little bit of trauma in the head, and it'll knock out crystals into the eardrum, and then if you do a couple procedures, that physical therapy, you can get the crystals to go down the canal and dissolve. Simple story. And then I have a guy that comes into my office about disability, and he was wanting to go back to work, but he couldn't get rid of this vertigo, and on and on. And I was like, hey, I don't know if this helps, but my physical therapist friend was telling me about how sometimes it's because crystals get lodged in the eardrum, and if they can get them down the canal and dissolve, then it stops. So he went to see her, and that's exactly what happened. And he got to go back to work. I mean, so it's sharing stories like that that make a big difference. And obviously, she loved me for getting her a new client. So, but I kind of describe BNI as being like a micro chamber, but you don't have to compete with all the other insurance agents that are, or mortgage brokers or whoever that's in the group. So
I agree, and it's extremely structured, and exactly what you just said. It's more of a micro chamber without the competition. But for me also, it was a lot of education. It was a lot of knowledge transfer, and it was almost like a mini mastermind group. So you're also learning a lot of techniques to improve your business.
Well, I don't see any more questions, so I will go ahead. I'm going to do a couple poll questions, and then we can be done. So the first question is just if you would like any more information on IAMS Wealth Management. All right, I'll close that one down. Are you interested in attending any of our life and annuity academies coming up this year? And then the last one is if you'd like more information on BNI. Okay, well, thank you so much for spending time with us on this Monday morning. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or Chris. And Chris, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
I think we're good. I already see a few names coming through again. Beth, maybe I send you the QR code. I did not put my email in there in case anybody wants to email me directly, but I am looking here. Let me just put it in. See if I can't put it. I don't think it's going to let me put it in the notes. That's fine. I was going to put my email in there, but if they reach out to you, obviously you can communicate that to me. I do see a few of you have already filled out the QR code, so I will reach out to you this week.
All right. Thanks again, everybody.
Perfect. Thank you.
Bye.